Rylan Reed starts at the service line, and we are underway from Evanston. Northwestern wants to serve tough, and that's exactly what they do right there. Force a free ball over. Paris slams her first kill, 1-0 Northwestern.
Serving tough, and that's an area where Northwestern has taken a huge step forward this season. Second in the Big Ten in service aces, but they're also forcing free balls like that, getting themselves in good situations.
Reed's 18 service aces lead the team, but of course, service error there, and all square at 1 in the early going. Now, Valentina Valette goes to the service line for Oregon, and we were watching her during warm-ups, and she has a lethal top spin heavy serve. Gets up there in the velo. Just a tad far.
Yeah, and you see her toss up the ball like that, getting that top spin can be very lethal, and it has been. As you mentioned, she leads Oregon in service aces, but that time just an inch or two too much on it. And now Northwestern another chance.
Her 29th service error of the season, the most on this Oregon squad. And now Lauren Dignan had 3 service aces last time out against the Hoosiers. So 13 digs for her. She was excellent. First year, great dig there. Carter in system over to Paris off the block. Here come the Ducks. Myers with the kill off the block. Transfer from Loyola Marymount, joining Coach Kirsten, one of 2 new Ducks that were part of the LMU squad last year, Myers and Marley Arrington, following Kirsten to Eugene. This has been an Oregon team that is essentially completely new from last year, just 1 returner on the roster. Elnady, far side. Oregon somehow keeping it up. Near side now for Tabachuk. It's the block of Northwestern. Impressive in front. Clemente, far side. Paris with a great dig. Back row attack for Valette. And Northwestern responds, Elnady. Taps it over. Good rally here. Elnady, once again. Back and forth they go. Clemente, the big swing, puts it down. And Sammy, that's a player that you were talking about before the game, before we were on air, somebody that, as a first year, really adds something to this offense.
Yeah, you could see the potential there with Clemente. She hits it real hard with the left hand. Lefty comes down on it ferociously, second on the team in kills, and getting a lot of trust from Coach Kirsten early into her first season.
Off the block, it just falls out of play. Lucky for Northwestern. That was a nice job by Ayah Elnady to put that ball in play. Oregon's defensive presence at the net, though, is imposing, especially with Eva Chucharovic, who we highlighted in the open, leads the Big Ten in blocks with 62 of them. This is going to be a battle between 2 different styles all afternoon long. Tim Nolan telling us yesterday that Northwestern going to play a little bit with more finesse. You see Ayah Elnady doing that right there at the net.
And Northwestern, they're making that a point of emphasis, playing it in the net, especially against an Oregon team that does it so well. Northwestern really emphasizing physicality.
Just her 2nd solo block of the season. 18th block total. Quick set. That's Chucharovic. Just lethal right through the middle. Northwestern has struggled against those quick sets to the middle before. Think back to the match against St. Thomas, where Northwestern lost in straight sets. Really hammering Megan Wetter in that match. The Tommies did. Caused problems for Northwestern's defense. Bullington, free ball over. Now in system, Clemente. It's a tough set, and just out of bounds. Expect a little bit better from Oregon there offensively with an opportunity like that.
Yeah, that was a chance, and that's really where this game is going to be won and lost. Those moments where teams maybe will give it to the other team.
Clemente absolutely rocking the volleyball every time she can. Reed, this side. 2 hands over. Called a double touch on that. Holly McFadden making the mistake. And Northwestern leads 6-4 in the first set.
It's early, Adam, but already a few self-inflicted wounds for the Ducks. And with a young team, with a new team, that has been a bit of an issue in some of the games that they've lost this season.
Both these teams searching for their first Big Ten win of the regular season. Each starting 0-1 in the conference campaign. Tabachuk, far side. It's been great life early. Long rallies each side. Northwestern's defense a little sloppy there. Oregon gets one back, 6-5 Northwestern.
Yeah, caught a little bit flat-footed near the net. No one was in the right position, and Northwestern couldn't get the point on what should have been an opportunity for them to do so.
Tabachuk serves. Good opportunity for Northwestern right to the middle. Kayla Kaufman pummels one home. It's a kill for her. 7-5 Northwestern lead.
She's been really good at the net this season, but I could see her getting more of a role on the attack as the season progresses. She has a good swing, really strong arm.
Yeah, she's been great defensively, but as you mentioned, there's just so much growth potential for these young first years. And she's certainly one of them. Foulette, left-handed poke. Quick set right to Simkis, right down the middle. Fantastic finesse for Northwestern.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Cat advantage. Great action here in the first set from Evanston. Rylan Reed off the block and a kill. Reed's got 4 in the first set, and Northwestern leads 19-17.
Yeah, that's now 4 on 7 attempts, efficiency, and that's been the name of the game for Rylan Reed almost every single game this season. She's hitting in above 250. It's been impressive.
That's how you get to 10 kills a match, I guess.
Yeah.
Got to be efficient with your opportunities. Northwestern's also a team that just has so many outside hitters. And players like Catherine Randorf or Boussaint Hazan that were really important last year haven't seen as much time this year. Foulette. Off the block. You bet. She is unstoppable right now.
And Oregon's just feeding her. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Doesn't matter where she hits it. Simkis is in great position right there, but off her block, and nothing Gigi Navarrete can do. Cora Taylor serves. Nice job in serve receive by Rylan Reed to make a play on that. Near side for Myers. Paris. Just a little too far away from the net. Maybe misjudged the jump as well.
Yeah, and you could tell Northwestern didn't get the progression they wanted to at that point, and as a result, just an awkward position for Paris.
Wildcats led the set 15-10, and now Oregon takes the lead 20-19 in the first set. Another service ace for the Ducks, the second in this first set. Cora Taylor trying to will Oregon in front. Another costly error for Drew Wright. Couldn't quite get a handle on it in the receiving game. And Shucharovich, that's a great dig though for Wright, giving her team a chance. Near side, Myers gets denied. Foulette springs it over. Paris now. Foulette, no mistakes. 4-0 Oregon scoring run. 21-19 Duck lead.
And almost all of it has been Foulette. They're letting their best attacker get hot.
Almost the exact opposite to what Oregon did in its Big Ten opener against Illinois in the first set. Led 22-13 in the first set, but ended up losing that set and got swept down in Champaign. Myers. Opportunity for Northwestern. They go to Paris. And a net violation on Shucharovich. Point Northwestern. Huge for the Wildcats to cut the Ducks' momentum.
They needed something to roll their way. Finally, it did. The penalty, and Northwestern, they need a few points. They need a run of their own. Some momentum would be huge for the Cats.
Reed goes to the service line. Taylor, quick set. Shucherovich denied. Simkis is there. We're tied in set 1.
Get it over the net, get it in play.
Too much. Service error for Northwestern. The Wildcats 4th. Both squads with 4 service errors in the first set. Both teams have really struggled at the service line. Each team over 55% inside-out opportunities. Now Vowlette pummels one too far.
And there's a case of 2 of these teams' better servers not being able to get it done. Northwestern a sigh of relief, and they get another chance to go on a bit of a run here.
5 service errors for Oregon in the first set. Also 5 attack errors. Lauren Dignan. Taylor, it's an awkward set. Western recalibrates over to Paris. Off the block. Myers bashes one. Western's block has been fantastic in this first set, causing problems. Carter, back set. And Rylan Reed, she's got so much power that time, taking everything off it. A changeup for a kill. 5 kills for Reed.
Reed finishing the job, but that's not possible without the strong net play for Northwestern. That's been a point of emphasis so far throughout the first set. Northwestern making plays on defense.
Such a veteran savvy move. Boy, has Rylan Reed grown in her time in Evanston. Near side, Tabachuk. Too far. And Northwestern takes the first set 25-22. It was great action back and forth the entire time. And an all Big 12 rookie team honoree, just all of the Big 12 awards and honors for Ayah Elnady. And although it might not have been the best start to her season in Evanston, she's finding ways to be so productive in a multitude of ways. Paris off the block, starts things off early with a kill. She had the first kill of the first set, and now she's got the first kill of set number 2.
Yeah, and speaking of some of these transfers, there's Campbell Paris, the South Carolina transfer, getting it done as she's been doing all season. And Northwestern just has so many more options than they did last year when it comes to getting the ball over the net.
Dignan serves. Far side, Myers gets one to fall. It's a tough play for Elnady, who is going back. But going back to Campbell Paris, she feels like a player where if you just continue to feed her, her development, her progress. She joined this Northwestern squad after the 2024 season, enrolled in Northwestern in January, and she's been part of the program since. You can really tell that's been the case, though, with her seamless fit into Tim Nolan's squad. Too much on the overpass. Shucherovich hammers one past the back line.
And it was a very close first set, but a big discrepancy, the hitting percentage. Northwestern, after that, now hitting 300. Oregon hitting less than 150. The Cats have been efficient. In Oregon, they've had a lot more volume, but a lot of errors like we just saw there.
8 total attack errors for Oregon. They're just hitting 140 so far. Great job by Dignan to just make a play on that, but too much as it looped out of play. Northwestern hitting 300, Oregon 159. This team's even on the dig front, 15 for Northwestern, 14 for Oregon, through 1 set and change. Nordemir, near side, Bollington, bashes one for a kill. Trent Kirsten's notebook, or clipboard rather, able to protect maybe a couple of the fans in the front row over there.
Yeah, well, I mean, with the speed that ball was coming down, you need some protection. We may need protection here.
It's just another one of the multiple uses you can use a clipboard for.
There you go.
Quick set, Shucherovich right at the net. Great job by Kaufman to just the imposing size and length right at the front.
Yeah, and she's really getting a feel for playing at the college level. It's certainly different, the physicality, than it is at high school, and she's adjusting really, really nicely.
Bullington certainly is as well. Saw the kill from her earlier. Clemente down the line, past Elnady in the back row. She seems like a future star for Oregon.
Future star, and honestly, could be a star this season. One Big Ten Freshman of the Week in the very first week of the season back in early September. And as far as this game goes, I could see Oregon getting her going a little bit. Only 3 kills for her so far.
On 7 total swings. Kill there for Northwestern. This Northwestern team right now, it feels like the gears are clicking. It's so interesting for Tim Nolan in year 2 because he still feels like there's so much to improve on. And we've already seen the improvements from year 1 to year 2. And of course, you can always tweak things. You can always make things better. But this is definitely some of the best that Northwestern has played, as Rylan Reed getting in on the action defensively.
And that's what I've loved about her play this season. We talk about the offensive production, and it's been there, and that has been the story. But she's also a 3rd on the team in digs, has 20 blocks in the season, make it 21 after that. Doing it all.
Near side. Finds it. Tomic with the kill. Tomic getting an opportunity in the second set, did not appear in the first set. She had 5 kills, a dig, and a block in the loss to the Fighting Illini. Coach Kirsten praising her serve receive, saying that's something that Oregon really relies on. Quick set. Simkis with the kill. It was awkward for Camden Mitchell. And Northwestern gets another point. 7-4 Northwestern lead in the second set.
And you like how so far in this set, whenever Oregon strikes, Northwestern strikes right back, not letting them get any momentum. And if you're Nolan, obviously, you want to keep that up. You want to keep responding. And so far, they've been doing a great job of that.
Carter serves. To that far side, Vowlette just off the block. Paris potentially getting a tad of a touch. At least that's the official call.
Yeah, tough to see from our side here, and those game of inches, game of millimeters maybe.
And now Clemente. Northwestern having to weather her ability to serve. Rifles one at Elnady. And that's exactly what she does, because the serve is too powerful, it goes over, and Holly McFadden is there to slam it down with 2 hands.
Right. That's why when you look at service, you have to look past service aces and service errors, because Clemente can do that and just throw everything out of order.
Throws the kitchen sink at you. Down the line, finds it. Fantastic stuff. Dotting the white barrier. 7-7. Clemente, a pair of serves that have been lethal.
Make that her 10th service ace on the season.
And that one launched too far, so Northwestern leads 8-7. But that's the danger of Clemente. It truly feels like with her ability to jump, as well as her athleticism and the power she generates with her swing, she's truly a program-changing player for Kirsten this season, but moving forward as well.
Absolutely.
Far side, Myers blocked in front. Simkis and Paris that time. Another opportunity, and Reed just muffed it right through her hands.
Yeah, and that happens. Nothing you can do if you Reed that time. Silly mistake like that in sports, in any sport, right? Just got to let it slide. And I think the mental toughness that she brings is unlike any other on this Northwestern team.
Taylor sails one over. 9-8. Oregon continuing to struggle from the service line when it's not Clemente. Alana Clemente has just been awesome so far.
Yeah, Vowlette's been good from the service line, but you feel like if it's not either of those two, it's a toss-up.
That's why Northwestern's side-out percentage is at 64.5%. Vowlette and serve receive. Taylor over to the far side. Now Northwestern retools. Myers again, blocked by Paris. But on Northwestern's side,
due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Back set for Paris. Now Myers. Off the block and down. And that time it seemed like Simkis and Paris were a little too far to the pin.
Yeah, and it's tough because when you have some of these Oregon players who are swinging it with so much velocity, sometimes you don't want to be right on the net. That time worked against them, and they found themselves maybe a foot or two out of position or out of where they wanted to be.
Tim Nolan was talking to the far side referee, Brig Beatty. Potential challenge here, it seems, as Beatty goes to the monitor to talk things over.
Northwestern is challenging for net fault.
So a challenge for net fault as they will take a look at things. Tim Nolan talking to his squad. Impressive to see and hear from him in year two, just the change from year one to the second season. Already talked about Northwestern doubling its win total from that first season, but Tim Nolan has this team playing well. Just looking for anything here. Potential touch on that far side. Sammy, don't know if you see anything here.
I'm looking. It is close. I mean, I think with a call, with something this close, you really can't tell. I would be surprised if they changed the ruling.
Yeah, it didn't look like...
Call's confirmed. There's no net fault.
Yeah, it did not look like...
Northwestern loses the challenge.
Did not look like Myers jumped past the line or touched the net or anything like that.
Yeah, nothing jumped out, and for Northwestern, you lose a challenge, and you just hope that you put yourself in a position where that won't come back to bite you later in this one.
So the Wildcats lead by 2 as Taylor serves. Flat-footed serve. Now Elnady, near side, rolls it over.
Good catch, Adam.
Yeah, I was ready. Ball coming right at us.
Yeah, you know, when you're a broadcaster, it's almost like
you'll
you're on
see
the
it
bench.
right here.
Yeah. Yep, that's pretty much our view, and you didn't see Adam making a fantastic catch. Maybe you ought to go out there.
Sammy, I don't know if I have that in my future. Carter quickly to Simkis. Fukumoto, a nice dig to keep it up. This block from Northwestern continuing to impact the game. Paris now. That's a heck of a dig from Taylor. Now a little finesse. Carter had to dive out for it, but couldn't put it toward her teammates.
Yeah, and you love the effort there, and
in system, Elnady denied. Oregon in front, 20-19 in the second set, a 5-0 scoring run. That's the longest for the Ducks at any point today.
And it comes at a good moment as we're approaching the end of the second set.
And that was great serve receive. It was in system for Northwestern. And now Elnady, another opportunity. Bashes one home. Past Fukumoto. 20-20.
Elnady with the nice swing, and Carter, beautiful set, putting it right where Elnady wants it, and she just has to finish the job, hammering it home.
So Tim Nolan now breaking up the Simkis and Paris pairing. It's now Paris with Kayla Kaufman, the freshman from Loveland, Colorado. Dignan serves. Fukumoto has it. Now Vowlett. Kaufman was there, but it's so difficult to stop that.
It really is, and I mean, she was in the right position, but just ricocheted straight out of bounds, really, and Oregon keeping their foot on the gas.
It's also difficult because she's jumping left, and Vowlett's going back across her body. And now you've got to deal with that serve. That's really well done from Drew Wright. Elnady blocked. It gets out of bounds, though. Northwestern ties it up at 21. And here comes Catherine Randorf for the first time this afternoon.
Randorf, who in our conversation with Tim Nolan yesterday, Randorf, someone who has not had a ton of playing time, maybe not as much as she has liked or would have liked to get, but she has been a huge presence as a leader on this team for some of the younger players, just establishing the culture.
It was a Big Ten all-freshman team honoring her freshman year. Since then, she's decreased her success rate in terms of hitting percentage, kills percent, all those main offensive metrics for an outside hitter. but has grown as a leader. That's what Northwestern needs her to be. Navarrete with a great dig. Near side for Elnady. Fukumoto keeps it up. Northwestern in front. A rare mistake from Vowlette from the back row. Did not have the leverage that time.
Yeah, as much as we've talked about Vowlette as an offensive force, she's been very good defensively throughout the season. A mistake there could end up being costly.
1 point advantage for Northwestern. Far side, Tomic, it's kept up. Carter goes out on 2. Elnady now gets it to fall. Oregon's head coach from last year, Matt Ulmer, making the move to Kansas. That's why Trent Kirsten's in Eugene. Well, he's in Evanston right now. Kayla Kaufman. Kill for her, Northwestern. Set point, a 4-0 scoring run after Oregon led 21-20. And the Wildcats a point away from a 2-0 lead in this match.
And it's going to be Randorf to serve. Only 2 service aces on the year. A third would look quite nice right here.
This run has happened with Randorf at the service line. And just a mistake for Oregon on the set. Ayah Elnady getting things started for Northwestern in the 3rd set. Over to Vowlette, who taps it down, continuing to mount the kills. 12 kills on 21 attempts. For the Michigan transfer, she was a 2nd-team All-Big Ten member with the Wolverines last year, and you can tell why.
Yeah, she can do it in a lot of different ways, hurting you in a lot of different ways, and she's also been good defensively as well.
Rylan Reed bashes it right to Fukumoto. Here's Reed again. Down the line off the block. But point for Oregon. Maybe didn't actually hit the block. From this vantage point, it looked like there was another touch. That's the far side of the court for us. 2-0 Oregon lead. First time the Ducks have started this strong early in this match. Paris right at Taylor. Over to Clemente now. Blocked at the net. This time it was Reed and Simkis. Now Paris in on the action. Paris down the line. That's what happens when you're 6'5". You can see over the defense.
And it also gives you downward angle on the volleyball that is tough to defend. Campbell Paris, and yeah, just the power that she brings. It's fun to watch, Adam.
Myers just a hair late getting over. And Paris makes no mistakes. She's got 4 kills. Dignan sets for Reed. Gets it to fall. 2-2 in set 3. 7 kills for Rylan Reed. Trying to extend that double-digit kill streak for her. 10 consecutive matches, now just 3 away from making that 11 consecutive matches with 10 or more kills. Back set, Clemente. Just out of bounds, but that's the right read there.
Yeah, they have her in a really good position, and if that's maybe a foot to the left, that is a really beautiful kill for Clemente, but some of the errors, that has been a fault in her game so far as she settles into college ball.
3-2 Wildcat advantage. Oregon took the first 2 points of this set. Northwestern's taken the last 3. Shepard getting her first action. The new libero in for the Ducks. And a net violation on Northwestern. It's Kaufman out in front. All square at 3.
Shepard now to serve. She just got into this game for the very first time, as you said, Adam.
Picked up a dig. Drew Wright deals with that. Paris. The block of Myers and Shuchurovich. Denying the 6'5" outside hitter. That is hard to do, but that's exactly what Shuchurovich makes look effortless. It was Myers, too, as well. I think she got more of it. Nordemir serves. Taylor in system. Back to Clemente. Great up. Kaufman, quick set. No mistakes. 4th kill for Kaufman.
Good vision and good control, keeping it inside the line, seeing that open spot. Well done for Northwestern.
Up to 36 kills on the season. He's averaging 1 kill per set. That total will rise a tad. Near side for Bullington. Northwestern again. Reed blocked. Clemente and Shucharovich continuing to bring their imposing length to the net. This team, when we were seeing Oregon warm up early, they just looked like a Big Ten volleyball team.
They do, and I mean, a lot of these athletes, still freshmen, right? And a lot of room to continue getting stronger and more athletic throughout their careers.
And that's not to say Northwestern doesn't look like a Big Ten volleyball team, but Tim Nolan will be the first to tell you that he was pretty tired being what he felt like was the shortest team in the Big Ten last year. It was a big emphasis in the transfer portal in the offseason this year, bringing in size. If that was Campbell Paris or Gabrielle Gary, height as well. Bella Simkis has made a big impact today. That was a big focus. And now Taylor, that's a veteran savvy move from the setter in her first year with Oregon.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Right serves, Myers handles. Shucharovich on the slide. And now Northwestern with an opportunity. Back to Elnady. Awkward play, Shucharovich wins it.
And Northwestern got caught a little bit flat-footed once again. And that's one I don't even think they thought was gonna get over the net. Collides with the net, droops down, and not a lot you could do there. Sometimes a little ricochet makes a difference.
Another kill for Shucharovich. Not the prettiest one she will have this season. 19-15 Oregon lead. Elnady, heck of a play. That is a veteran move. And that's a player that understands that it's not always done with power.
She understands that better than anyone. That's what she did through her many years at Kansas, and here today gets a kill without having to put too much energy behind it.
7 kills for Elnady, back-to-back kills for her for this Northwestern offense. Taylor sets up Fowlette. You bet, 16 kills, 1 shy of a season high.
Really nice swing once again from Fowlette. And they've been feeding her quite a lot. 26 attempts and the efficiency off the charts. 16 kills, hitting .538.
That was against that pairing of Simkis and Paris that have been really effective. Out of system, a free ball over. Quick set. Oregon somehow able to get it over. That was Myers in the back row. Far side, Elnady a poke. From the back row, 2 hands for Reed. Fowlette slaps one down and finds it again. 17 kills, ties a season high.
And there's something about her playing Northwestern that she just feels really good this year and last, having some of her better games of each of those respective seasons.
3rd time this season with 17 kills for Fowlette. Did in the opener against South Dakota. And now Elnady answers. 8 kills for her. Ties Rylan Reed for the team high. And she's starting to get really rolling here in this 3rd set.
Northwestern's feeding her. She's doing a good job of finding the open space. Veteran vision.
Awkward set from Taylor. Northwestern creeps back to within 3, 21-18. Cora Taylor has been so solid all of today, 24 assists. But that time just could not quite get a handle Point for Northwestern. Another error from Taylor as she tried to push it over. She seems a little frantic right now, and Trent Kirsten just telling her to just calm down. Different coaches have different styles. Back in rhythm. That violation for Oregon.
This team has a lot of options, a lot more than last year, and it's a part of the reason why the success has been better than last year.
Paris gets it to fall. It was touched by Clemente on the way down. And we are tied in the third set. 7 kills for Paris. Reed has 8, Elnady has 8. A 5-0 scoring run for the Wildcats. And that challenge earlier, seemingly huge. Service error though, and Oregon back up by 1. That difference between 6 points and 4 points.
Making a big difference, and now it's only 1 point.
Another one of those topspin heavy servers. Foulette. Elnady jumps in front of it to keep it for Northwestern. And now Sammy making a play on the block.
There we go.
Northwestern ties it up 22-22.
You know what? I'm glad we both got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it scores 1-1. So yeah, the score of the match is 2-0, but this may be something we have to monitor as well.
Dignan serves in a big spot. Taylor over to Myers. Slams it home. That looked picture perfect for Oregon. In system, in rhythm, no mistakes from the Ducks offense.
And when they have things in the system, they've looked really good today. It's when something's gone awry, where the recovery has not been there. And that is the nature of having a team with so many young players and so many new players, and something that Coach Kirsten is hoping to straighten out as the season progresses.
And now Tomic comes in for Myers after her kill. Airmails the serve. Another service error for Shepard. It has been a tough third set for Shepard after no service errors entering this match. 2 in this third set. Now we're tied at 23.
This is going to go right down to the wire. We may have to go further than 25 to settle this set.
Catherine Randorf comes back in. Was at the service line to end the second set for Northwestern. Myers gets a point for Oregon.
Yeah, she's going to put some top spin on it right here, and Northwestern, it's going to be tough.
It's just wait and see if you can get to it. And she airmails it. 24-24. Too much power for Clemente.
Those service errors, Adam, have come in big moments for Oregon. No bigger moment than set point here, and now we're going to have to go beyond 25 to settle the third.
Win by 2. Rylan Reed goes over on 2. Taylor, Northwestern bumbling around, and too many touches for the Wildcats. Another opportunity for the Ducks. Myers now with the opportunity from the service line. Myers delivers right at Drew Wright. Back set. Kaufman gets denied. Foulette. She's been so impressive offensively and now comes up with the block. The Ducks take set number 3 over Northwestern, 26-24. Valentina Foulette. Trent Kirsten said that they needed an offensive splash. Well, you just got a flavor of defense as well. So fourth set action. Second consecutive match that Northwestern has played. 4 sets to start Big Ten play. It was a 3-1 loss to Indiana on Wednesday in a match that the Wildcats did not play their best. It played really well in set number 2. Tim Nolan was happy with how the team served as well as the offense, but the rest of the match was not up to speed. In this match, I'm sure there's a ton for both squads to clean up, but it's been a really fun afternoon of just offense and some really good defense as well. Vowlette this time, right off read, 18 kills for Vowlette. That is a season high.
And the momentum of being so close to getting that sweep and then losing the third set, it's tough, and Northwestern needs some energy right here.
Taylor right into the net. Northwestern gets its first point of set 4. Taylor Kaufman comes on, Lauren Dignan as well. The Wildcats rolling with Reed, Carter, Elnady, and Bella Bullington, the 4 other Northwestern players on the floor. Dignan serves. Vowlette handles it awkwardly. But an opportunity from the back row and into the bottom of the net.
Yeah, poor serve receive there by Vowlette, and she gets it back, but just in a poor position to hit the volleyball and smashes it right into the net. Northwestern tying it up.
Vowlette over to Taylor, right down the middle. Back over to Bullington, blocked. Clemente was there, as well as Holly McFadden. She has continued to show up in that blocking game.
And the blocking game for the Ducks had a slow start, but this past set and even a little into the second set, they've really gotten going.
Right, too much on the serve receive. It's hard to keep up with Vowlette. There's a reason she's top 5 in the Big Ten in service aces per set, as well as service aces. Clemente, right at Carter. Nothing she could do. 9 kills for the freshman.
And she continues to get better throughout this match.
It is just so tough in some of these rotations for Northwestern, especially when Vowlette is there. Elnady searching for the back corner and finds it. 4-3 Oregon lead. Elnady, it was a tough offensive start, was hitting below 200 for a large portion of this match, but now over that mark, 9 kills, a team high.
And you can tell it's the competitiveness. As we're getting into the later stages of this match, they're relying on her, and she is getting it done.
Tim Nolan talked highly about her competitiveness yesterday. I asked him if Elnady was potentially more competitive than he was, and he said, that's impossible. 10 kills for Elnady. Talk about a veteran putting this team in the spots it needs to be in and just coming up huge here again. Service error from Northwestern, and Oregon pumps up by 1, 5-4 Ducks in the 4th set. Northwestern took the first 2 sets, the first one 25-22. Set 2 was a 25-21 win for Northwestern, but the Ducks came rolling back in set 3, taking it 26-24. Northwestern over to Elnady. Right into the Bermuda Triangle, finds a hole. That's 3 straight kills for Elnady, and she continues to find that success here late in this match. 5-5.
And that time, just a little touch, all you need.
And that's the thing, she can do it different ways, Sammy. It's not always with the power. Great at the service line as well. From the back row, that's a great dig by Dignan. Reed rolls it over. Taylor sets up Myers. Dignan tried to dig it, and Northwestern sliding toward the bench. Did not come up.
Northwestern can't get the point, but you got to give credit to Lauren Dignan, who is taking some pretty hard attacks right to her body and doing a fantastic job.
She's not looking like a freshman.
Absolutely. She looks really poised.
That time, too much power for her as she moved to her left.
And it's that spin too, Adam, because with the top spin, that ball drops sooner than you would expect it to, and it makes it really, really tough to defend.
4 service aces for Alana Clemente. Continuing to just be so pivotal at the service line. Back bashes one into the net. 4 aces, a season high, career high for the freshman. Feels like since that close third set, the momentum is stuck with Oregon. Ducks rallying with the break, the longer intermission between set 2 and set 3, winning the third set, have come out here in set 4 pretty strong. Paris confusing Oregon's defense, 7-7.
Oregon's had a bit of the momentum since flipping that third set around, but Northwestern hasn't let them get too much. And we sit here in set 4 all tied up. Northwestern a chance to take the lead.
That time the assist from Drew Wright, her second of the match. Myers flicks one down. This Oregon attack just continuing to be so successful. Remember earlier in this game, they were hitting below 200, 190, 180 for the large part of the first set, up to 272. Northwestern's been efficient as well, 359 hitting percentage. But Oregon has 30 more attacks. Collision between Delos, Reyes, and Myers on the backside. Delos, Reyes, the lone returner from last year's Duck squad. That time just converging with her back row teammate. Carter serves. That's a tough one to get to. A pancake for Myers. And Vowlette bashes one. 19 kills for Vowlette.
Beautiful stuff from Myers.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Trusted 6th year in her first season with Northwestern, has been excellent today. 13 kills, a service ace. And just clips the net. Great up. Elnady, a free ball over. From the back row. Vowlette seemingly could not get it. And Carter with 2 hands just out of play. Tim Nolan can't believe it.
And an impressive sequence from Northwestern. We'll get another look here. Very close. Very close.
Incredibly close. Carter was convinced she had it. So was her head coach. 23-22. Clemente at the service line. Wright handles it. Near side, Reed pummels it. 24-22. 12th kill for Reed, has Northwestern a point away.
Fans on their feet. Northwestern match point against the Ducks. This would be huge for Tim Nolan and the Cats.
Wildcats searching for their first win over Oregon since 1987. Wright serves. Too long. Great crowd here on hand on this Sunday afternoon, over 1,300 in attendance. And now Tim Nolan calls timeout.
Welsh Ryan Arena has become a very fun environment for volleyball.
And that's something that Tim Nolan talked about, how he was excited to play here. You know, with the atmosphere that has been built here and the willingness for fans to come out. Also, in the middle of a 6-match homestand, this is match 4, the Wildcats as a team starting to get into a little bit more of a rhythm and a routine, something that maybe was tough earlier in this stretch.
Sure, I mean, the beginning of that volleyball season, right? Invitationals, you're traveling. Northwestern was down south, out west, right? Tough to establish a routine. Now, they've been home, they've had a chance to get a lay of the land, and you see it with this team. Today's performance especially, they're starting to settle in.
And a Sunday match is so huge because no class. So nobody has to commute from downtown or, you know, move from class, because normally if this was a midweek match, Northwestern has figured out that they need to run multiple film sessions. You know, you might think that, you know, each team, it's just one film session. You sit down for 30 minutes, maybe an hour, you go through the tape. But Northwestern, just with all these demanding class schedules and all these players that some of them are grad students, you look at a player like Ayah Elnady.
Sure.
Sienna Nordemeer's done with her undergraduate. She's now in grad school. She majored in econ as her undergrad, but there's players coming in with different schedules, different time frames, and Northwestern's coaching staff having to adapt to that.
And it's part of, I think, across sports at Northwestern, the challenge of being a Northwestern athlete. The academic portion of things, it's a real challenge, and for Northwestern, big moment here. Listen to that crowd.
Myers serves. Match point for Northwestern. Reed. And the Ducks live another point. Shucharovich, the block that time, continuing to become a problem. 3 blocks in this match.
Trying to keep that streak of 4 blocks.
A joust at the net. Back to Carter. A back set for Bullington from the back row. And Northwestern gets back into system. Over to Reed. A punch to the left. Jousting again. Oregon, another opportunity. Taylor tried to go over on 2. Reed off the block for the kill. Northwestern trusts in Rylan Reed. And the Cats keep going to her.
It's going to be Lauren Carter, the team's leading server, to serve for the match.
Entered today with 18 service aces, tied for the most on the squad. She serves here. Over to Vowlette. Keeps the Ducks alive.
And the angle she got on that one, really nice in sequence, and this is getting some free volleyball here.
25-25 for her 25th kill of the afternoon.
It's like poetry.
Shucharovich serves. It's long. Another opportunity for Northwestern. Back-to-back sets that have gone more than 25 points.
Reed has also been very good serving this year.
Taylor to Vowlette. Too much for Navarrete. 26 kills, ties a career high from last season, which also happened against Northwestern. And now Taylor serves. Crowd trying to keep their Wildcats hopeful. Elnady. And Vowlette puts the Ducks in front, 27-26. Wow.
And talk about grit. Oregon is showing some serious grit right here, sticking in this. 3 match points for Northwestern, and they are not letting them have it.
And now set point for Oregon, trying to extend this to a 5-setter. Carter to Bullington, blocked in front. Reed goes to the far side for Elnady, down the line, 27-all.
And another nifty kill by Ayah Elnady.
It's not powerful, it's just the roll into the back left corner.
It's just vision and maneuvering the volleyball in such a precise fashion. And seeing her heat up has been fantastic. 14 kills for her, and Northwestern wants to keep this going.
Every time that Northwestern is needed to settle things down at the service line late in sets, Tim Nolan has gone to Catherine Randorf. Vowlette, blocked by Elnady, a joust at the net, and Oregon has another opportunity. Clemente. Wildcats back in system. Back row, Reed. Just too far.
Game of inches, my goodness. Really good look for Reed. She got it so close to the spot, but just out of bounds, and Oregon set point yet again. Talk about back and forth batter, my goodness.
Certainly the right read from Rylan.
Yeah, you could say so, and it's tough. I mean, sometimes you just miss by a few inches.
Set point for Oregon again, and it's Vowlette at the service line. clips the back edge. Valentina Vowlett powers the Ducks to a 5th set. As we are underway in set 5. Elnady starting things off for the Cats.
No one wanted to go after it for Oregon. They looked at each other, and then the ball smashed onto the court. Northwestern gets ahead in set number 5.
Second ace for Elnady today, 6 for the Wildcats overall. Back set, and a block for Reed, but out of bounds. Tied at 1. What do you really feel, Sammy, has been the difference as we've gotten deeper into this match? It was Northwestern early and then Oregon in these last 2 sets.
I mean, really, it's been a few big moments. Both of those sets have been so close. Overarching theme, I'd say Oregon's efficiency. They've been able to convert at a higher rate.
Near side, Reed doesn't miss. 14 kills for Rylan Reed. Ties Elnady for a team high.
Reed isn't necessarily the tallest player for Northwestern, but take a look at how high she gets off the floor. I can't jump that high. My goodness.
She worked a lot this offseason in consistently maintaining her durability in her vertical jump for those really important kills. That's what Valentina Vowlett does so effectively. 28, career high for her. Continuing to build on a career day. She's hitting .543 too.
Yeah, and on 46 attempts, I mean, they're giving it to her quite a lot, and she is really showing how she can be efficient.
Carter over to Paris. And down for a kill. Big for Northwestern to get up by 1 early in this 5th set.
And hey, if the past 4 sets were any indication, this is going to be a very tight one in the early stages of set number 5. That has remained true.
Taylor, quick set. McFadden down the middle.
Now Oregon out ahead, and a bad sign for Northwestern. It's Vowlett to serve.
Having to weather that storm. Vowlett and Clemente, just 2 of those lethal topspin servers that Tim Nolan and his team were preparing for before this match. Bullington now. 7 kills for her. There's 6 Wildcats that have added at least 1 kill, and all of them had 4 or more. There's nobody with 1, 2, or 3 kills for Northwestern. It's been a balanced but effective attack for the Wildcats. McFadden again. 2nd kill of the 5th set. We are tied at 4. Scoreboard having a little bit of difficulties early in this 5th set, but I think everything is sorted out now. Reese Shepard at the service line. And another service error for her. She's really struggled. That's 3 service errors for Shepard.
And for Northwestern, like I mentioned earlier, they've done a good job of taking advantage of mistakes. Service error, certainly a mistake for Oregon, and if they could go on a run, that would certainly fall under taking advantage.
Dignan serves. Taylor back set. That's a great dig from Reed. Elnady, 2 hands over. Myers. Long. Wildcats up by 2.
Few consecutive plays, Oregon not able to get it in bounds. And with Dignan at the line, Northwestern trusts her. She's young, but she's been effective from that spot this season.
She has been somebody that Coach Nolan has relied on, especially the start of Big Ten play. Played a sizable role against Indiana with 13 digs, has been great again tonight as Bullington bashes one home.
And the trust that she has received in the eyes of head coach Tim Nolan, you see why. Taking advantage of a new position, playing on the right side, and looking comfortable as ever.
She's so efficient. All 4 years of her travel career was a left-sided hitter, now playing opposite. First time in a while. Gets it to fall. Back-to-back kills for Bullington. A 4-0 scoring run for Northwestern last year, but already up to 10 wins, searching for an 11th here in set number 5. Nordomir over to Elnady, right at Shepard, and out of bounds. And that was the standard that Tim Nolan has made clear to this squad. This is a team that the goal is to make the NCAA tournament. The goal is to be competitive in the Big Ten. Felt like last year this team was competitive in matches, just couldn't win matches. This was a type of match that Northwestern definitely would have lost last year, but very much find themselves in it here. Bullington taps it over. Great up from Clemente. Right into the block and down and out of bounds. Myers gets Oregon a point, cutting the 5-0 scoring run for Northwestern.
Yeah, much needed for Oregon. Northwestern running away with things, and incredible dig by Clemente reaching out with the left hand.
And out of bounds, 9-6, or 10-5 rather, excuse me. Wildcats have doubled up Oregon in this 5th set. Serve receive not ideal. 2-hand push over, and Northwestern in system. Elnady, far side, falls. 11-5, Elnady's got 16. And Northwestern just 4 points away. Myers bumps it over. Paris right into the net. Ducks get a freebie. It was an awkward set. And that's the thing, when Paris has so much height, it's almost tough to judge that jump because you also can't jump into the net either.
Yeah, and as a setter, you have to get that ball a few inches higher than you maybe would for another player.
Just increases the level of difficulty. Oregon looking for an answer. Vowlette. Northwestern somehow keeping that up. Great teamwork from Carter and Paris. And Vowlette, a rare mistake. Just her 4th attacking error of the match.
And Adam, I don't know how the Cavs kept it alive. Unbelievable stuff. I mean, that's just gritty play, doing what has to be done.
Carter with the touch. Paris kept it up, and Northwestern got it back over. Elnady flies one.
And if you're Northwestern, it's huge that you were able to get out to that 6-point lead here in the 5th. You have some breathing room. Of course, Tim Nolan is probably like, hey, let's get the job done right now. But you have room. You don't have to make everything so perfect at this part of the 5th set.
You could definitely trade points back and forth at this point. You don't need to go on a run, but you definitely don't want Oregon to go on a run. Carter, far side. Reed can't find it to fall. And Ducks creep to within 4.
Oregon hasn't made it easy on Northwestern in any set today. I would be surprised if they made it easy on them here.
This has been a classic Big Ten brawl. Oregon's physicality, its velo. Northwestern doing it with a bit more finesse. And that's another service error for Oregon. 21 in the match.
And when we look back on this game, when head coach Trent Kirsten, that is going to be the deciding factor. And he knew it going into this. If we serve well, we can win this game. And the serving has flourished at times, but...
And when it has, Oregon's been really good.
100%.
Right serves, a looper over the net. Quick set right to McFadden. Finds its home for a kill. McFadden has been great from the middle of the floor. 8 kills on 12 swings. No errors for her. 3 blocks as well. She seems like a player that could be huge for this Oregon squad moving forward. This is just her 8th match of the season. Just 1 kill and a block against Illinois last time out. Reed, 2-hand shove over. Oregon back into system. Blocked at the net. Paris and Kaufman. Too much height in front. And Northwestern match point.
Northwestern had a few match points earlier in the 4th set. Here we go again.
Nordermere with a huge opportunity. 14-9 in set 5. Clemente blocked but out of bounds, and the Ducks stay alive.
But because you got out to that nice cushiony lead, you have some time, and you don't have to put the pressure on to have to get every point. Northwestern, they have some breathing room here.
They do have to contend with Valentina Vowlat. 2 service aces in the match, and the critical one in that 4th set. Bullington off the block and out of play. Northwestern takes it in set 5. A true thriller all afternoon long. Northwestern took the first 2 sets. Oregon took the next 2. But the Wildcats prevail 15-10 in set 5 and pick up the program's first Big Ten win of the season. Drop Oregon to 0-2. The land of Lincoln not treating the Ducks too well.
And for Northwestern, this is a statement win.